Hi everybody, welcome back to Fall Into Crafting. This week's project we're making decoupage pumpkins. So on today's supply list, we're going to use a styrofoam pumpkin from the Dollar Tree, napkins, Mod Podge, foam brush, some fall leaves or other decor to decorate, a glue gun, and some paint. Okay, the first thing that we're going to do is, and depending on the size of your napkin, I cut mine down. I'm using a smaller napkin, and I ended up only using one, but I thought I was going to need two. So you're going to cut it down to size, and you can kind of judge depending on the size of your pumpkin and your napkin. And then you're going to separate it, taking the back piece off, but don't throw those all out yet. Alright, so you're going to only want one ply of the napkin. Then you're going to take the pumpkin and throw some Mod Podge on it. I'm also going to suggest that if you can't find, I found these white ones at the Dollar Tree. I know they also have the orange and they also have black. So if you can't find white, I would suggest, depending on your napkin, if your napkin is a light colored like mine is, you would want to put a coat of white paint on it instead of the orange or the black, unless your napkin is dark enough that it won't show through. Okay, so now we're going to throw on the Mod Podge onto the pumpkin, and then put the napkin on top of it. You're going to have some wrinkles, and that's okay. You're going to stick it down, and then once it's stuck on, you're going to lightly put another layer of Mod Podge over the top of it. So you're going to continue all the way around the pumpkin until it's completely covered, and then carefully make sure that there is a layer on top of the napkin. You don't want to brush it too hard or get your fingers too stuck to it, because it will pull the napkin off. So here I am putting the styrofoam pumpkin on a dowel rod and setting it on top of another piece of styrofoam. It kind of lifts it up off the table, and then I don't have to hold on to it. And because if your finger sticks to it, you'll rip the napkin off. So I'm just kind of holding it on the dowel rod. And then this is just going back over and making sure everything is covered with a layer of Mod Podge. And this is where you'll see I am taking the pieces that we pulled off the back of the napkins, and I'm adding that to the top to cover in the top part. Now, of course, if your napkin has patterns all over it, you could go all the way up to the top. It's really up to you depending on your napkin. If you don't have napkins, you can also use tissue paper. Okay, so now what you're going to do is you're going to let the pumpkin dry. I recommend overnight. And then you're left with your napkin covered pumpkin, and it will dry clear. The next thing to do is to pull out any of the decorations that you want to use to decorate your pumpkin. Here I've added some Spanish moss and some leaves and such. I also have this fun beaded ornament with an initial on it that I wanted to incorporate. And as I'm playing with it, you can kind of tell that I'm not quite sure it's really doing what I want it to do. So I'm going to take a piece of floral wire and kind of make a little bit of a staple and just kind of pin it to the pumpkin for now. I'm not sure I'm in love with the way it looks, so I don't want it to be there permanently. And there you go. Once you have that all set and decorated the way you'd like, you're all done. So thanks so much for joining me around the craft table. And have you entered to win yet? I'm doing a September giveaway. You can enter to win a fun fall craft package, and it includes a fall pumpkin diamond art kit. So in order to enter, just head over to the YouTube channel and like and comment on at least 2 of the videos. Find the link in the video description to the gnome that we did last week and fill it out, and you're good to go. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and follow. And I hope to see you again next week around the craft table as we fall into crafting.